Hello everyone, welcome to this another vibrant podcast, Rachna, the Mind Architect Diaries. Today I'm your host, Rachna, inner leadership mentor and psychologist. In this podcast, we discuss about career transitions, journeys, how people have faced different kind of challenges while they are working in India and abroad, and how they have gone through different kind of career transitions and trajectories. Today we have with us Kunal. He's connecting with us from Abu Dhabi, UAE, and he is a solution architect. He has been working with Oracle ERP Consulting, and currently he is with Mastec. He has a vast experience of 11 years. Kunal, thank you so much for accepting this invite, and I welcome you to this podcast. Now, I
Yeah,
want to request you to share something about yourself to our audience.
sure. Thank you, Rachna. It's an
Thank you.
absolute pleasure to be on the podcast. This is my first podcast, so I was also very much excited to
Yay, we
have
all
it.
are excited.
Yeah. So, I'm a solution architect with over 11 years of experience in Oracle ERP consulting. And currently, I'm working as Mastec. Now, I specialize in implementing Oracle ERP solutions and with hands-on experience in healthcare and real estate sector. I'm a qualified CA holding an MCOM degree based out of Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Now, outside
Great.
my profession, I also run a YouTube channel where I share insights on ERP, career development, travel, food, and yoga, which is my
Wow,
like
wow.
core base of life. So
Wow.
yeah, that's about me.
Please, we will share your links, all the links, and guys who all are watching this, please do follow him. And he's sharing a lot of insights on ERP, yoga, health, and career transition. So do follow him on YouTube and Instagram. So Kunal, my first question to you is, how is life and career after CA? Especially, I'm
Okay,
asking these questions for students and professionals.
right. I have made one video also in past where I really got good questions in comment and views as well, because I feel this is a burning question which every youngster during college time or after college time they feel that what exactly I should do in my life,
Yes.
right? That burning question is still there. Even in today's time, I work in a company where freshers are joining and they switch the company after 2 years, 1 year. They are not sure what they want. So, career wise, definitely it's a big question what to do in life. However, what I have seen that majority of people are including me, like initially when I started as a career, I also just saw the money. So I got placement through CA campus and I was in Hyderabad for 6 months, and then for 7 to 8 months I was in Delhi working in an infrastructure company as a management trainee. I was not happy with my profession, so then I changed as a ERP finance consultant, and that's where I am right now. Now, over a period of time, you realize that money is not an important. So when anyone wants to, drive their career, they should not just focus on money. The first and foremost thing is to do is that they should see what exactly is driven by their insight, like basically what they like, right? They have to introspect self a lot. Okay, many a times people do not have that guidance that what I should do, right? So in this situation, if required, they can seek an advice from the persons out there. There are many professionals who can guide to discover your purpose and help you navigate to your career. So before just blindfolding running after money will not help. And career is something very something which you live on a day-to-day basis. You interact
Yes.
with your
Yes.
colleagues when you do the job. Okay, so I just give an example that if you have seen movie Tamasha, which is of Imtiaz Ali's, where Ranbir Kapoor, he's just driven by his father's what his father wants. So over a period of time, he realizes he becomes a robot. So this was something which I also felt in my initial days. Something is wrong. Something is not correct. So that's where I changed my job from management trainee to ERP consultant, which was something which I felt I should do that. But still, in that also, I feel that okay, oh, what is happening, what I am doing, that happens. But over a period of time, you have to realize what is your purpose. Okay, so it's a journey which you have to drive yourself. Regarding life after CA is we always think while we study that life will be very set after we complete the CA. But actually, the struggle only starts after the CA. Okay. So there are many things in life you will get an opportunity to work with. And it also depends on person how exactly he or she wants to drive their life. But yeah, financially, it's a rewarding career, but we should not look at it only from finance standpoint.
Great, great. And we have got such lot of deep insights from you, that how beautifully you have said that it's a journey, that when you're guys, when you're choosing your career, you are he's so right, that we are going to live it on a day-to-day basis. This is so heartwarming, so heartening, that yes, we are going to live it on a day-to-day basis, so we have to choose it very correctly, and it should relate, connect with our passion also. So somewhere when we are choosing our subjects and careers, during our class school time as well as during our college days, be mindful of what you want to do, what you want to achieve. And lately, not maybe not in the initial phase, obviously money do have a role to play, but yes, in the later phases, it fades down, it fades out, and then we start looking for our passion and for our missions. And I'm glad that you have connected your career with someone coming from chartered accountancy and then moving to a bit of IT sector, and creating something like, you have entered into a very different zone. So, Kunal, my second question to you is connected with this, that for young students or professionals who wants to have a career in the place where you are there, right? So, what are the some opportunities or what are the challenges?
Right. So, so I was in Ahmedabad only. I was working in Ahmedabad initial of my career. Started working with Mastec Limited. Initially, it was called Evosys, and I started my journey over there. So I got trained in Oracle ERP. That's very different thing. The way if we see chartered accountant comes from a background of accounts, tax, audit, finance, costing, while IT is just small subject. And choosing this ERP consulting field is altogether like selecting that particular small subject, which is a part of chartered accountancy, which is called ISCA. At our point in time, it was known as ISCA. It's a short term I'm saying.
Hmm.
So it is entire career is based on that. Like you hybrid the knowledge of finance, accounts, and IT.
Oh,
Okay. So
yeah.
you need to understand about what are the basic accounting you should know, what are the financial reporting requirements are there, consolidation, right? Account subject, you have to know it very well. Apart from that, you should also know how an ERP works. So ERP is also one of the system which helps business to run their processes on it rather than running system outside system like manual processes in disconnected processes. With ERP, we connect the processes and have one real-time system which gives us the details. Like, for example, what is my sales, what is my purchase, what is my trial balance, P&L, and all those things can be easily derived from the ERP. Okay. So yes, if anybody wants to start their career in Oracle ERP, they have to open enough that it is a mix of functional as well as technical. Okay. Though the portion of functional will be 70 to 80%, but 20% will comprises of technical skills. Like there are certain database tables used, SQL queries, you should know about APIs. With evolving technology, with AI, things are changing faster. So hence, if anybody who is chartered accountant, who is also non-commerce background, they can, they can join this career, keeping in mind that it is a business process driven knowledge, accounts knowledge, as well as they should know about the IT. Okay. And yes, in terms of career, how best this career is, and talking about working in Abu Dhabi, like it's a global ERP product. Okay, so
Okay.
it is used worldwide. It is used in US, Africa, Europe, Middle East, India. To some extent, some company uses. Then APAC region, Australia. So worldwide, there are good opportunities in this career. In my career, I have traveled Saudi Arabia, UAE. I am here. I have traveled to Australia. I have been in India, different places like we had climbed. So it's a very, lucrative profession. However, you have to uphold yourself above the normal business processes because you have to consult, right, with the people. So you have to understand their processes. So it's a very good consulting career, Rachna.
Yeah, and you have entered into a very different zone from coming from commerce background and then moving to Oracle ERP solutions with Oracle and VESTEC. So it's such a wonderful journey. Kunal, my next question is, you're living in a global hub, right? So how do you see that? What is the pace of life and what are the career opportunities there? And what are the differences you have seen if you have worked here and when you're working there?
Means India and Abu Dhabi, right? Okay. So in terms of career opportunity, as I mentioned, it is a very wide arena. Like you can, if you have a knowledge, if you have good experience, you can get the good opportunity. However, in Abu Dhabi, there are two ways you can find the job. One is through LinkedIn, online portals. There are that. Another is if you are in very niche industry, let's say, for example, if you are in construction or if you are in healthcare, in that case, it's a very small market. Like if I just talk about UAE, so people know each other much in the same industry. So, like for example, healthcare, one big organization's top management employees will know other organization's top personals. So in this way, people also get references and easily get the good job opportunities. Okay, so
Okay.
these are the two ways through which people are hired in the organization. And the life here in Abu Dhabi and India. So in India, it's like now we are structurizing, but however, the life in India is very chaos because every organization operates in its own way. Here also, every organization operates its own way. However, in Abu Dhabi, the life is structured, meaning the infrastructure, the traffic infrastructure here is very systematic, driven by traffic rules, traffic fines. Many of the things are automated. Okay. Well, when I talk about in India, specifically in Ahmedabad, there is system in place, but that system is not systematically followed. So I'm just talking about the city life. Okay. So this city life ultimately impacts us. So if I, let's say, live in one area which is like 10, 15 kilometers from my office, then I have to travel to that place, face the traffic challenges. So that also impacts me, right, at my subconscious level. So in a way, in Abu Dhabi, life is organized. It is a very organized life. And in India, it is an organized but with little chaos. However, in terms of working environment, it's I would say, you are expected to be formal. You have to attire in a good professional clothes. You have to have a blazer. Okay. While in India, it's not like that. It's like you can wear depending on your position and all, right? So that's the office etiquettes differences in India and Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, and yes, it is widely seen that where you are living is countries are in system, not just in the cleanliness and other system, office system. I visited the place. I appreciate it that yes, things are in system and people do have to follow it whether they want it or not. And sometimes when people are shifting, especially from country like India, and they are shifting there, they have a lot of misconceptions around it. They feel a lot of pressure. They feel a lot of emotional pressure also. So connecting with this,
Right.
next question is, have you faced any kind of emotional challenges there? And if yes, how you have cope up with that? And
Right.
any
Okay.
tips you would like to give around it?
Okay. Before I answer that question, I would just
Yes.
want to add in terms of salary structure also in India and Abu Dhabi, like
Yes.
in India, your salary is taxed at 30%. Like if you are earning beyond your threshold limit of, I think, 12 to 15, like is above, is 30% tax slab rate. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what it is. However, in Abu Dhabi or in UAE, your tax is zero, means your entire salary is not taxable. Okay.
Really?
So that is also very interesting thing, interesting in terms of like it impacts your savings. So you have to just pay 5% VAT on the products. That's it. That's the only tax which government charges in Abu Dhabi. However, there are other things like driving license if you have, and if you drive car, then there are, if you do violations, there are other fines and all those things. So it's a systematic structure. While in India, the burden of tax is
Taxes
on employee.
really high. Yes,
right? While if you see the corporates are paying 25%, while high white collar professionals, they are paying 30%, which is really unfair. So that's also very interesting thing to know and see what exactly suits you in a life, how you want to design your financial growth. Okay, so that's for it. Now you were asking about
emotional
emotional challenges.
challenges have you faced when you shifted from here to that place?
Yeah.
But any kind of challenges you face and how you have overcome that?
So emotional challenges I have not faced, honestly. I was very excited when I
Oh,
was
really?
travel outside India. I was always, optimistic about travel. I love travel. So,
Great.
and life in Abu Dhabi, initially, yeah, you feel like it's a very specific routine you follow. Like here, a routine starts early, like morning 7 to 9 in between the morning routine. Office starts and it ends between 4:30 to 6:30.
Okay.
Okay. So, like here it is Monday to Friday, people work, and Saturday, Sunday, people just enjoy and relax and do their parties. Okay. However, for me, I try to just balance my emotion by doing yoga, meditation practices. So, yeah, I think that's what I do.
Great, great. So, Kunal, my next question to you is if you are someone who is closely working with AI and ERP, right? So, have you noticed how technology is impacting people's mental health, whether enabling them in helping them in increasing efficiency or it is creating a pressure on them?
Okay. So, yeah, in terms of mental health, the effect of technology, if I talk about myself, like I don't watch much reels on Instagram, honestly.
Okay.
Just my wife shares me some reels that only I just struggle to watch, but I ensure that I watch those. I personally don't just scroll. If I just do that, I'm not able to, stabilize my thoughts. So it
Oh,
definitely impacts. Yeah. So I just try to see that it doesn't impact me while
hmm.
working in an IT and working with an AI. AI is still not full-fledged started we have used, but yes, it has started including in our processes. Like we use AI in our email writing, documentation, as well as in ERP. Also, we are working on to integrate it with and standardize and improve the business processes. In terms of mental impact, I don't see any problem in terms of its effect on my mental health. But yeah, your thought processes are driven when you start thinking from a system standpoint. Like if there is a process, you have to understand that process in your mental blocks, and you have to see how you are thinking, so that also defines your thinking process. Okay, there's no any mental health impact, but there is little psychological thought process how you think when you just work with an IT. Okay. So for me, honestly, there is no any mental health impact. Yeah, personally, using mobile phone scrolling and over utilizing the mobile phones has definitely impacted my mind, which I just try to keep it minimum. But sometimes, it increases on weekends. So I'm little not very much using this Instagram and consume the content. I just try to just see what is relevant and I see that content only.
Okay, that's really great insights because someone who in different country and keeping check on themselves, avoiding it and not doing it, you're mindful of these things that this can affect your decision making. It can create overthinking. It may create hindrances in your daily routines as well. So connecting with this, I want you to ask with this last question that any kind of disciplines or any kind of routines anyone can follow from maybe some morning routines or maybe during the daytime or maybe the night in the evenings that can help people in building their emotional resilience or mental health.
Okay. Yeah, I think on a daily basis, like in this fast pace of life, we should definitely spend time within ourselves. Like, let's say if we are having morning routine or after office hours routine, we should at least spend minimum 15 to 30 minutes for ourselves. This is the minimum I'm saying. So at least we should spend time within ourselves. Okay, we should just sit and do nothing, just be still and just observe what is happening in your thoughts, in your body. And honestly, it's a very good thing to, see how you feel. Okay, so that sort of things, helps to stabilize our mind, body. And I just came to know that World Health Organization is saying that the mental pandemic is coming and it is going to increase in coming days. Okay, so with all these things coming in life, with change in AI, there is definitely job crisis has happened, and it is definitely impacting at the mental level. So I think if we be just conscious enough of doing our things, spend 15-20 minutes in ourselves, then it is of great help. Recently, Isha Foundation has launched one Miracle of Mind app for mental health easiness. So they say that you on your day by doing 7 minutes of practice. So that's also a thing which people can try. I personally do it, so that's why I said I'm just recommending if anybody wants to, they can also use that.
Great. But Kunal, I have experienced that people coming to me as a psychologist, and what they are doing with these apps, they are playing games just to befool ourselves and not reaching to any destinations, not finding solutions to our problems is pathetic. We can't reach somewhere. We won't be able to reach to any, we won't be able to resolve our problems, isn't it?
Mm.
And
Yeah,
yes, please.
no, I was just trying to understand what exactly you want to, convey. I'm just thinking.
Yes,
So,
whenever we start with this app, it asks for the gender, it asks for the age, and it asks for few more things. And people are feeding in wrong inputs. And then what's happening? It's giving them wrong insights, and they are more confused with that. Why I'm saying that one client came to me. She's in the age of 20s, but she put up adds up her age as 40s, changed the gender, and then she was like,
oh,
change the gender, putting up as boy of 40s. And now what happened that it was giving the same inputs. Then she came to me that I did this and I'm getting the same insights for two problems. Somewhere it is questionable as well, because AI is also feed it with different kinds of prompts and different kinds of solutions. So people are actually playing with those things also. So that's my concern as a psychologist. So please have an awareness around
oh,
it and use it mindfully. Use it mindfully. That's the only thing.
right, right.
Because it
Okay,
came to me, so I was also bothered like what the people are doing with these apps. They are checking,
right.
they are checking themselves or they are checking the app.
Mm-hmm. No, I think we
So
should be responsible to, use these things because
yes,
I use it. I don't see any advertisements or nothing. It's simply just I do meditation, close it, do meditation,
yeah,
close it.
yeah,
In a way, it is helping me on a
yeah.
daily basis. But yeah, I don't know about other apps, but this app particularly, there are no advertisements, there are no any, unnecessary stuff. It is simply
Hmm.
you open, meditate, close, open,
Yeah,
meditate, close.
great, great, great. So, thank you, Kunal, for connecting on this show. And your story is a reminder that success isn't about shortcuts, it's about consistency, focus, and staying true to your values. Thank you for being here and sharing your experiences. And to everyone listening, take a moment today and reflect on what success and well being means to you. So, leaving on you to these questions, and we'll connect with another guest next time. Thank you so much.